Introducing the next generation from Nintendo. New Super Mario World. Created especially for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It's a bit more exciting, a bit more challenging, a bit more graphic, a bit more colorful, a bit more realistic, a bit more levels, a bit more secret, a bit more enemies, a bit more friends, a bit more sound, a bit hotter, a bit cooler, a bit weird, a bit more revolutionary, a bit more Mario, a bit more of what you want. It's 16-bit, and it's yours only if you get new Super Nintendo. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
Words can't describe the endless challenge of Super Mario World, so we let the players do the talking. Super Mario World is here. It's one of the new generation of Nintendo games. It comes only with Super Nintendo, and it's like nothing you've ever faced. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
All was peaceful in the Mushroom Kingdom. Till Smithy the Sword shatters the Star Road. Wow! So with his old enemy Bowser and a marshmallow who throws lightning. Mario fought evil wedding cakes and the killer Venus flytraps and recovered the seven stars!
Grandfather's freaky.
Super Mario RPG, only on the system that keeps on kicking. Super NES.
Dig it?
わーい！セーラームーンのスーパーファミコンだよ。セーラー戦士が必殺技で大暴れ。ウサギも頑張る。美少女戦士セーラームーン、やらなきゃお仕置きよ。
Okay, Dad, I just want to finish this game. Okay, Dad, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm almost at the end. What happened to summer?
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Game Boy.
It ain't over till it's over.
Chill out, Dad.
Okay, kid, show me what you got. Yeah, right. Next. Yes. Next. Ooh, scary. Next. 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 Next.
Final Fantasy III. Do you have what it takes? Final Fantasy III from Squaresoft.
Next.
Aのファイナルファイトが2人同時プレイで帰ってきた正統派格闘アクションファイナルファイト2新登場お前一人では行かせないカプコン
Nothing prepares you for the amazing new Super Nintendo Entertainment System. You won't believe the power. You won't believe the control. You won't believe the jumps, the curves, or the feeling you get until you experience it for yourself.
Whoa! That's fast!
F-Zero for the ultimate G-Force only in the next generation from Nintendo. Now you're playing with superpower.
graphics, same moves. It looks like the arcade, man.
Arcade, man.
16 bits.
16 bits.
All I can say is Killer Instinct only on Super NES, complete with Killer Cuts game music CD. It's totally uncensored.
So who needs a new system?
ゼルダの伝説出るついに出るゴージャス今度の冒険リアル君もすぐに体験憎いでやんすね昆虫ショー高画質の謎解きアクション戸惑うことなくのめり込もうもちのろんスーパーファミコン真剣勝負今宵もゼルダは最高潮スーパーファミコンゼルダの伝説ついに出る
This time it calls you to the ultimate battle of good against evil. To a quest few are prepared for, and fewer still survive. But perhaps now the power is within your grasp. It's the game that's already a legend. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, only on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with superpower.
Hi, I'm Nigel Mansell, and you know, I'm not the type of guy who buys his family presents that he really wants through stuff. That's why I bought my wife Nigel Mansell's World Championship game from Nintendo. You have to choose the right tires, pit stop, and race against the best drivers in the world. It's just like the real thing, and my wife loves it. Right, darling? Hi, it's very realistic, Nigel. My little girls love it too. Right, twins? Completely true. Hey, even my dog loves it. Right, Fang? Woof. So, There you have it. I think it's a wonderful game, and if your family's anything like mine, they'll love it too, right, girls?
Nigel Mansell intentionally goes with Nintendo.
Listen up! I'm not here to babysit your panty waist. I'm here to make you better Nintendo players. So what does Mario do here, Mr. Jackson?
What?
Wrong. You. Wrong.
Do a little dance.
Wrong.
To get better at Nintendo, pick up Super Secret Game Kits on packages of Pepsi. Best of all, you can win one of thousands of Super Nintendo Entertainment Systems delivered via Federal Express.
Boo! I want you in my office now!
This kid's an animal. You could win Super Nintendo with Pepsi.
パワーアップしたロックマンの秘密を暴こうじゃ。
行くぞマイキー。今度はスーパーファミコンに勝負だ。ロックマン7好評発売中。
カプコン
X.
All the bases are on.
西暦2100 WX 年、レプリロイドたちの反乱が始まった。もう一人のヒーロー、ロックマン X。スーパーファミコンで発売中。君はまだ X を知らない。カプコン。
切り捨て5面の剣術アクション。スーパーファミコンサムライスピリッツ。
頂点を超えろ。スーパーファミコン画廊伝説スペシャル。
タカーマ。
Secret of Evermore. Squaresoft.
In einer längst vergessenen Zeit, in einem unbekannten Land, wo Friede herrschte, bis eine böse, hinterlistige Macht alles zerstören wollte, bist du der Einzige, der die Ordnung wiederherstellen kann. Aber du brauchst die Hilfe deiner Freunde und die Macht des Schwertes von Mana. Das erste Action-Rollenspiel für 3 Spieler gleichzeitig. Ein Abenteuer ohne Ende. The Secret of Mana. Nur für Super Nintendo.
それは世にも恐ろしい。ドラキュラ、早く買わなくちゃ。
Konami.
In the ring, out of the ring, out of control.
WWF Royal Rumble on Super NES 16 Meg Mayhem.
This guy's rocking.
It's perfect.
With more WWF superstars than ever before.
Unbelievable 6 men in the ring at once.
No holds barred, anything goes action.
It's a slugfest.
That's perfect.
Each wrestler's specialty move.
Complete mayhem.
The Tombstone Pile.
It's out of control.
The Banzai Drop.
Total chaos.
The perfect plex.
Oh, did you see that?
WWF Royal Rumble on Super NES.
Get it now.
Perfect.
You are witnessing a new technology. The first and only game powered by the Super FX microchip. Why go to the next level when you can go light years beyond? You are Fox McCloud in Star Fox, only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
A new technology. The
only game powered by the Super FX microchip.
Danger, 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 danger.
Why go to the next level when you can go light years beyond? You are Fox the Cloud in Star Fox, only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
俺より強いやつに会いに行く。ストリートファイター2スーパーファミコンで好評発売中。
カプコン。
どこまで強くなるのか。ストリートファイター2ターボスーパーファミコンで新発売。
カプコン。
夏の朝にキャッチボールを寝ぼけたままナチュラルハイで幸せになるのには別。ユーニーもう一度会いたい。
全ての格闘がここに集結する。格闘原点ストリートファイター02この夏登場。
正義は勝つなんてね。
カプコン。
Let's see. You were doing 140 in a 35 zone. Side-swapped 3 cars. I believe this bumper belongs to you. Destruction. Chaos. Oh, you didn't use your turn signal, son. I'm gonna have to write you up for that last one.
Stunt Race FX with the Super FX chip for multi-dimensional visual weirdnicity, only on the Super NES.
Nieuw, fantastisch, de Super Game Boy. De link tussen Super en Portable Power. Zodat je al je Game Boy spellen ook op je Super Nintendo kunt spelen. In kleur en met Super Stereo Sound. Super Game Boy voor 129 gulden. Nintendo, now you are playing with Super Power.
マリオ、危ない。亀の甲羅に気をつけろ。あらっとっとっとっとっと。うわ、ご苦労さん。こりゃまたすごい。デッドヒートと思ったらよしぺったん。残念でした。こんな時はバナナの皮よ。そんなバナナ。あとはゲームで会いましょう。スーパーファミコンソフトマリオカート。このレーサーたちはとんでもない。
スーパーファミコンがテレビゲームのグラフィックに今新たな命を吹き込んだ。絵のぬくもりが新しい。大きな動きが楽しい。コンピュータグラフィックスドローイングが生み出したスーパーマリオの最新作ヨッシーアイランド。今度のマリオは赤ちゃんだ。
Before Nintendo came out with Super Metroid, we wanted to make sure it was the most intense Metroid battle ever. So we thought we'd see how Killer here would fare against it. Ready, boy? That's 24 megs worth of weapons, worlds, and weirdos old Killer's up against. Nintendo's biggest game ever. But he's a big boy. He can handle it. Well, let's see how he did. Ship it! Super Metroid, only on the Super NES.
Big, stylish, and now one of the best values in America. Just for a limited time, buy the Super NES Super Set and get 5 complete Mario games standard. You'll find the Super Set is like no other system. In performance, handling, and Mode 7 control, you'll get Super Mario World, and for $3.50 in postage, Super Mario All-Stars free with 4 Mario games in 1. So stop by your Nintendo dealer today.
The next breakthrough for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Introducing Super Scope 6. Remote-powered and laser-accurate. Precise to a single television pixel. It comes with 6 great games, and it's yours for under $60. All of which gets you into the game. Like never before. Super Scope 6, only for Super Nintendo. Now you're playing with power. Super power.
This is Kawabunji,
And this is Cowabunga. But the turtles for your 16-bit system are Cowabunga! Holy cow, it's Turtles in Time! The cool arcade game for Super NES. Now with tasty turtle duels. And psych up your Sega Genesis with the Hyper Stone Heist and all new 3D Turtle Crash. So remember, this is Cowabunga. But the turtles for Super NES and Sega Genesis are...
Cowabunga, dude.
Super Nintendos neuester Hit heißt Zelda und der reißt mächtig mit. Abenteuer, Action, schwarze Magie, Drachen und Monster und Fantasy. Taucht ein in diese Zauberwelt und kämpft wie Link, der Superheld. Rettet die Prinzessin aus teuflischen Klauen, dazu müsst ihr den Drachen die Rübe abhauen. Doch kaum denkst du bist am Ziel, macht ein Gruselreptil dich wieder mobil. Also zeig, was du kannst, steh deinem Mann, denn Zelda turnt dich tierisch an.
Zelda und die unschlagbaren Welthits, nur für Super Nintendo. Nintendo, I want it all.
And there's another thing, Mikhail, the kids these days.
Aye.
Tetris, Schmetris, all the time it's Tetris they want to play. And it's not just in Russia. All over the world it's Tetris. Whatever happened to the unicycle and the ball?
Oh, man, I got it, man!
In a changing world.
Where'd you get your hands on Konami's new video game? Starring me, that Ray Jun Cage, Bayou Billy. For the first time ever, Konami combines hand-to-hand combat with driving, shooting, and of course zapping. In one swamp stomping adventure.
The Adventures of Bayou Billy for Nintendo.
It all starts when I get out this here swamp. You really give me riled now.
The challenge is Metroid. The power is Nintendo. Defend the planet Cephas against the evil Mother Brain. It's survival or destruction. To battle or die. Metroid only from Nintendo. Play Rad Racer. Play with power. It's turbo speed in 3D. It's treacherous tracks, hot cars, hairpin turns. One mistake and you'll roll. Rad Racer only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Come on! Almost! Finally, yeah!
Triumph is ours!
Kuros!
But the battle of wizards and warriors continues with Iron Sword. The evil wizard Malkil will take the shape of the earth, wind, water, and fire.
Farewell! The fate of the world is in your hands! Back, Fire Beast!
Live the saga of Iron Sword on your Nintendo Entertainment System from Acclaim.
Kuros?
Candy is trapped in a dream world by her own dolls. A video game fantasy with 20 areas, 200 levels, even a two-player mode. Will you reach Candy before something else does? Mandel Palace by Hudson Soft for Nintendo.
Get the power to move with the Acclaim wireless remote for your Nintendo Entertainment System. The Acclaim remote gets you mobile in a WrestleMania grudge match. Flying Airwolf. The Acclaim remote's rapid fire mode means higher scores per mission. In the battle for Iron Sword, seconds count. So you need a controller with a look and feel you already know. Accurate up to 30 feet. The official wireless remote controller, licensed by Nintendo, created by Acclaim. Get the Acclaim remote, the power to move.
I called the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said, ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, tang-tang, walla-walla bing-bang. That means play Dr. Mario on Game Boy or NES. Ting-tang, walla-walla bing-bang. I beat the witch doctor, and this is what he said. He said, ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, ting-tang, walla-walla bing-bang, ooh-ee, ah-ah. And then he struck my head.
Word. What is the word?
Moon River?
To the moon, Ellie! Man on the moon! Everybody trying to guess the word. I said a word. What is the word? A word.
Taping! It's a taping!
Nintendo introduces Anticipation. It brings the board game into the video age.
You gotta have fun playing along. Word. Guess the word.
Anticipation. Now you're playing with power. Word power.
It's just video game review! So, okay, last week Harley and I reviewed Ultra Enviroman. Whack to the curb. It has got to go. So today, we're gonna take a look at Battletoads. Rocky! That it is, I mean, they got Psycho Pigs and Turbo Thwacking. And with kick fighting, surfing, babe saving, how can you go wrong? Your kid's a freak for Battletoads and these other games from Trade West, Nintendo Entertainment, or Game Boy systems required.
Prepare thyself well, Dragon Warrior. Thy most challenging quest ever awaits. Go with speed, but go with patience. Seek out an arsenal, a dragon scale, a torch, and magic herbs. Use wisdom and cunning to choose thy commands, for the Dragon Lord is a fierce rival. Horrible and treacherous minions all guard the Evil One's island castle. Art thou ready, young one?
Yes, King Lord.
And so begins a new epic, Dragon Warrior.
Nintendo, now you're playing with power.
For the most challenging Nintendo system ever.
Ready? Let's do it.
The new Power Pad. It's only available in Nintendo's new Power Set. Now you're playing with body power. You gotta run, jump, faster, higher. The Nintendo Power Pad puts you in total control. You are the game. You are the power. Now you're playing with power, body power. You get the Power Pad, Control Deck, Zapper, and 3 games only in Nintendo's exciting new Power Set.
So I'm flying around the planet Mexamorph, minding my own business when this flexi snake gets on my tail. I say, hey buddy, I'm just trying to do a job here. Next thing I know, he slams my pod into a piston bumper and I'm toast. Now I gotta fly this jetpack to the mothership and get a new pod. Then I gotta keep searching for this golden warp ship thing scattered over like 12 planets. Give me a break! What kind of sicko thought this game up? I gotta go.
Solar Jetman, new from Trade West. No one said it was gonna be easy. You may have won the battle in Konami's Top Gun, but you haven't won the war. Prepare for Top Gun, the second mission. You'll have to hone your skills, one-on-one against a foe or the computer. In preparation for the flight of your life, you test your skills, rolling and looping your way through an all-out barrage from the air, land, and sea. Top Gun, the second mission for Nintendo. It'll take more than guts to get out alive. They stole your mind. Get it back with Total Recall for Nintendo, based on the blockbuster movie. Total Recall from Acclaim, the action game you'll never forget.
Crystallis, new from SNK. For play on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Are you up to the challenge?
This is one tough video game. Fester's Quest is one tough video game with sinister mazes, deadly traps, hideous monsters, and spooky graphics. But if you make just one mistake, you start all over again. Fester's Quest, the video game from Sunsoft for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Are you good enough?
Hello and welcome to the Caveman Games. Let's go down to the mate toss. Grug spinning his mate. Thrower! Nice bounce, Crudla. Sounds like it's time for clubbing. There's the finger fake. Yes! Sucker! Now for the Dino Ball. Eat him! Eat him! No post-game interview there.
Caveman Games for the Nintendo Entertainment System. You get bitten, you get eaten.
Like your cookies! I know your cookies! It's happening everywhere! Confection craziness! Baked goods battiness! Cookie cookiness! New Yoshi cookie! Yoshi and Mario have a cookie factory gone mad! Only You can help sort them, stack them, and make them disappear. 1 player, 2 players, or 4. Yoshi's Cookie on NES and Game Boy.
You need a Tetris shot.
Tetris.
How do you even Tetris size?
Square, rectangle, trapezoid, tetrazoid.
Nintendo introduces Tetris.
Put a piece here, put a piece there. Use your thumbs, use your eyes. Find yourself Tetris size.
Now you're playing with power.
Tonight, instead of just playing a video game, live it. Swords and Serpents takes you to a new world where you become one of a band of super warriors. Do you enter the dungeon, choose your weapon, or forge ahead? The battle is at hand. You must gain experience and power by defeating the evils of the dark. Danger lurks in the dungeon, but so do the rewards. Enter Acclaim's world of Swords and Serpents on your NES if you dare.
What's it like to play the Nintendo Entertainment System? The Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
Who's Kirby? Behind the flabby facade, a physical powerhouse. A street fighter. A weapons expert. He's whatever the situation demands. In Kirby's Adventure, evil King Dedede's stolen Dreamland's dreams. Now Kirby's fighting to get them back. Level by nightmarish level. That's Kirby. He's cute. Till you cross him, then he's one tough cream puff. Kirby's Adventure, new on NES.
So I gotta rescue my uncle, but I'm not too sure how to find him, so I can go to this island, right? But first I gotta talk to the chief, and then I gotta get some clues from a parrot, and then I'm helping these dolphins, and all the time I'm sneaking through graveyards and shooting zombies and blasting monsters. Then my sub cracks up on the rocks, and then the next thing I know I'm cruising inside a whale. Whoa!
Oh, a new game from Nintendo, man. Star Tropics. Every chapter's like another adventure, so it's like a whole slew of games in one. What's the matter with you?
Yo, video game dudes, talk to me! This is Game Genie, Rokaloo, the awesome video game enhancer for your Nintendo Entertainment System. Attaches to most of your video games. Double Dragon 3 or Super Mario Bros. 3. You can go to any level. Live forever. Jump higher. Make your own effects. And get radical firepower. Go to any level, jump higher, stay bigger, live forever. Game Genie, the radical video game enhancer.
Warning, such behavior is irresponsible, immature, and very foolish. We recommend you try it at home. Paperboy from Mindscape for your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Behold the works of Gabriel von Sanchez. His art was ambitious in its scope. His masterpiece was, of course, Dance of the Anarchists. Brilliant. Sanchez then began to play Ultima Exodus, the role-playing video game from FCI. It was a strange turn. Sanchez loved the game, and he spent less and less time in the studio. He was never the same. Consider Man with Dog.
Ultima Exodus for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Once you start playing, nothing else matters.
Did you see the latest Nintendo newsletter?
Whoa, nice graphics. I'd like to get my hands on that game.
You mean you haven't played it yet? We can play it on my Nintendo Entertainment System. It's the Legend of Zelda and it's really rad. Those creatures from Ganon are pretty bad. Octoroks, Tektites, levers too. But with your help, our hero pulls through. Yeah, go Link, yeah, get Zelda. Awesome. Intense.
The Nintendo Entertainment System. Your parents help you hook it up. The Legend of Zelda sold separately.
Introducing Bases Loaded 2 Second Season. This is the Major League action you've been waiting for. So authentic, you have to manage your teams based on your player's condition. So real, it puts you right in the game. Oh, you're out!
He was out.
Bases Loaded 2 Second Season for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And now, take the excitement on the road with Bases Loaded for the Nintendo Game Boy from Jaleco. Live action that never ends.
If you can keep on top of these California games, you'll know you're incredible. 6 great front-of-the-sun games for your Nintendo. Roller skating, foot bag, totally awesome skateboarding. California, the way to play. BMX racing, so exciting. Oh, it's like the real deal. California games, wow. Master all 6. You'll be like king of the beach. California games for your Nintendo.
Cabal, the fiercest terror force of all. Think you can wipe out the world's toughest terrorists? Fools! They've got thugs, choppers, jet fighters. Go it alone or get help. But if you fail, you'll end up like me. Cabal, for your Nintendo.
If you are a Nintendo wizard, if you are ready for the ultimate Nintendo challenge, then meet the challenge of the legacy of the wizard. The most challenging adventure of all time. Choose your character, choose your weapons, and enter a world of castles, dungeons, treasure, mazes, monsters, and magic. Your desperate mission is to find and defeat the most powerful dragon in history. Legacy of the Wizard, only for your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Six great issues plus 6 free strategy guides on a hot new game. That's twice the power for still $15. Wow, call now. Get the power.
Mario! Mario!
Super Mario. 1, 2, and 3. There's power in numbers. Nintendo.
Watch out for that guy on the right.
The boy, where is he?
Hey, here we go. Go to the jet door! Mom, ever heard of
Star Wars, a force stronger than your parents doesn't want you playing.
It's awesome action. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. A video game that'll blow you away. Fight your way through 5 fantastic levels. Using killer flips and kick spins. The action's so hot, it'll make your fingers burn. Look for it today, Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu by Hudson Soft.
What will the future bring from Nintendo? More hits like The Legend of Zelda. Sports hits like ice hockey. Nintendo has the most video game hits like Hogan's Alley and Donkey Kong Classics, and more like Excitebike and RC Pro-Am. And you can play them only on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
When you're ready for a real challenge, you're ready for Marble Madness. There are deadly steelies, marble munchers, acid pools, digital waves, vacuum cleaners, catapults, pistons, pounding hammers, killer birds, and they're all after you. Do you have what it takes to reach the silly maze where everything's upside down, or the ultimate maze where even the maze moves? Do you have what it takes, or will Marble Madness make you lose your marbles? Marble Madness. And coming soon, Jordan versus Bird, one-on-one for your Nintendo.
Tetris 2!
Tetris 2.
Tetris 2!
Tetris 2.
It's not just Tetris. Now challenge the system or go head-to-head. Different shapes, different shades, and this time, there's bombs in it. It's Tetris 2 on Game Boy or NES.
Master Higgins is back in Adventure Island 2. This time, he's not alone in his quest to save his beloved. Various prehistoric friends will help Higgins defeat his fiendish foes. Adventure Island 2, the premier action-adventure game. By Hudson Soft.
Greetings, it is I, Red Falcon, the vile alien warlord from Konami Super C for Nintendo. He never made it past my intergalactic goon squad and diabolic arsenal of destruction. This one never had a chance against my vicious genetic space freaks. And they were no match for my invincible 8th-level invasion. See how far you can get in Super C. You never know where you might end up.
When you get hold of the Nintendo Entertainment System, when you master Rob, the video robot, and meet the challenge of Gyromite, when you shoot the light-sensing Zapper, when you play the system with so many arcade hits, you're playing with power. The Nintendo Entertainment System Deluxe Set. Batteries not included, Super Mario Brothers, and other games sold separately.
Arcade Arsenal. RoboCop and Bad Dudes for Nintendo.
Your move, creep.
Part man, part machine. All game. RoboCop.
Stay out of trouble.
Bad Dudes. The forces of good have never been so bad. If you're bad enough, then you're good enough for Bad Dudes and RoboCop for Nintendo.
Triumph is ours!
The battle of wizards and warriors continues with iron swords. Malkill will take on the shape of the earth, wind, water, and fire. The fate of the world is in your hands!
Get Iron Sword for your Nintendo Entertainment System from Acclaim.
Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. Raw power for your NES. 9 incredible missions, 2-player simultaneous action. Double Dragon 2 from Acclaim, the best action game ever.
I'm the creator of Ultra games for Nintendo, like Metal Gear, where you're a commando searching for deadly weapons. Defender of the Crown, with strategic castle sieges, babes in distress, and Skate or Die, in 5 rad events that pit you against a friend or bionic Lester. So check out Ultra games. Remember, I'm never farther than your TV.
Playing with power.
Punch-Out by Nintendo.
Play with power.
11 world-class contenders. Take them down with your controller, beat them all, and you've got a shot at Tyson's title.
Power.
But for that, you've got to beat Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Mario! Mario! Mario!
He's back. All you had to do was ask. Super Mario Bros. 3 from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Blast off with the Rocketeer against Neville Sinclair, the enemy agent, and his henchmen. This game for your Nintendo Entertainment System provides the kind of action the Rocketeer lives for. Blasting Sinclair's thugs, snipers, booby traps, enemy flyers, and heavy artillery. The battle will lead to many places, from the Bulldog Cafe to a Zeppelin high in the Hollywood skies. So don't wait, propel yourself into high adventure. The video game from Bandai.
There's nowhere to hide. Because here comes Yoshi. And he's up against Goombas, Groovers, Pooh Buddies, and Piranha Plants in Nintendo's new stack and sandwich puzzle game called Yoshi. Match the creatures and wipe them out. Play alone or with a friend. But mix them and you won't stand a chance. It's challenging. It's overwhelming.
Hey, Yoshi!
It's Yoshi, the new puzzle game for Game Boy or NES. Now you're playing with power.
If you think you've played in-your-face basketball before, wait until you shoot some hoops from Jalico. You'll run and gun, jam and slam in the fastest schoolyard game in town. Here's action so real, you'll see it come to life right before your eyes. Hoops, and for exciting baseball, swing for the fences with bases loaded, both for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Live action that never ends.
Will you be the one to witness the birth of the incredible Nintendo Entertainment System? The one to play with Rob, the extraordinary video robot, batteries not included. He helps you tackle even the toughest challenge. Will you be the first to raise the incredibly accurate Zapper and play games like Duck Hunt or action-packed Hogan's Alley and high-flying Kung Fu, each sold separately? Will you be the one to experience the Nintendo Entertainment System? Comes with Rob, Zapper, Control Deck, 2 controllers, Gyromite, and Duck Hunt.
In our test center, world-renowned experts play Disney's new Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers game from Capcom. Here's what they say.
Way cool. Definitely rad.
You'll help Chip 'n Dale escape their enemies and rescue their good friend, Gadget.
Definitely awesome. Alright. Absolutely nuts. Ouch.
Play Disney's Rescue Rangers game for Nintendo by Capcom. Also, look for adventures in the Magic Kingdom.
Yes! It's hot.
The action was blazing in Zelda. The adventure was a blast with Link. Now experience Guardian Link.
Experience Battle of Olympus! Battle of Olympus is the most action-packed adventure of all time. Select your weapons and enter ancient Greece with vicious serpents, giant bulls, rock monsters, flying Pegasus, two-headed dogs, poisonous snakes, and the shadow of absolute evil. Battle of Olympus!
Guardian Legend.
Which is the most action-packed adventure?
You decide.
Are you really good at video games? And are you ready for some real action? Then you're ready for Air Fortress from HAL America, the game that pits you against awesome firepower. And an intricate maze of airlocks, passageways, and corridors where you blast and dodge danger at every turn until you destroy the power reactor. Then get out before it blows! Air Fortress, selected for the 1990 Nintendo World Championships and now available for $49.95 plus postage and handling by calling OMLC at 800-468-5354. Order now and receive game plus t-shirt and Air Fortress posters. Don't delay. Visa and MasterCard accepted. Call 800-468-5354 now.
How can you get all the thrills of Gauntlet 2 to your very own home? Simple. Just pick up the new NES version, Gauntlet 2, with all the graphics, sound, and features of the arcade original.
Welcome, Red Warrior.
From Mindscape.
When things start changing right before your eyes. When shapes just seem to appear out of nowhere. When the whole world seems transformed. You've been Tetrisized. Nintendo introduces Tetris. It will mesmerize you. Tetris challenges the mind and puzzles the imagination. No other game can stack up to Tetris. Nintendo, now you're playing with power.
Supersonic is the #1 bet. It's got no wires, it's a one to get. Arcade action is where you'll be. Supersonic will set you free. No wires. It works with Nintendo, it will do. Games for players 1 and 2. Higher scores is what you'll see. Supersonic will set you free. No wires. Supersonic.
Capcom introduces Little Nemo, the Dream.
darkest nightmares.
Slow down, Eddie. I think we got something. This could be it. I'm getting snakes, wasps. Wow, look at this stuff.
Big-lipped tadpoles.
This kid's turned himself into a killer bee. These kids are strange.
Who dreamed up something so weird? You did.
This one's riding a purple lizard. Holy smoke!
Little Nemo, the Dream Master for Nintendo by Capcom.
You're gonna make a game out of this?
Super Mario is back. He's blasting worlds where no one has ever been. He's taking on enemies no one else dares. This time Mario pops up power wherever he goes, so he's bigger and badder than ever before. You've never seen creatures like these. You've never had an adventure like this. It's everything you've dreamed of and worlds more. It's Super Mario 2, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Mario! Mario!
Super Mario. 1, 2, and 3. There's power in numbers. Nintendo.
Bizarre alien life forms are out to destroy Earth, and you're the Star Warrior who takes them on. Zexus, with adventure, maze, and shooting stages, all in one video game. Zexus, Space Spectacular. Look for it today. By Hudson Soft. For Nintendo.
When you really want to get into the game, get Tengen RBI Baseball. The only video game licensed by the Major League Baseball Players Association for your Nintendo. It's you and the pros. For Roger Clemens here. Flash Vince Coleman the steal sign. Let Vincent swing for the fences. It's going! RBI Baseball. The one the pros pitch.
I've heard kids talking about Konami video games from the Nintendo Entertainment System like they were real. Come on! I mean, the action in Konami's Russian Attack is awesome. And those dudes in Castlevania are pretty intense. And I'll even admit that the sound in Konami games is jamming. But realistic? Give me a break.
Konami video games so real, they'll blow you away.
Fresh from the sewer. And into your Nintendo Entertainment System comes Ultra's version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now you can take control of these heroes in a half shell as they nunchuck, swim, and bazooka blast their way through sewers and streets, ridding the world of rival robots, wretched ruffians, and the evil Foot Clan forever. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're out of the sewers and available where Ultra games are sold.
It's up to you. You've got to blast your way deep into enemy territory. Sky Shark, the incredible arcade hit. Now available for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Sky Shark from Taito, the only game in town. Available where your favorite video games are sold.
Buy your kids a conventional keyboard, and here's what they'll learn on their own. For the same money, the Miracle Piano will actually teach them how to play.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'm pretty amazed at my progress. Yeah. This Miracle keyboard, teaches you how to play in a fun way. I like it.
The Miracle Piano Teaching System. Why buy just a keyboard when you can have a piano that teaches you how to play?
The Legend of Zelda continues. Defeat your enemies. Save the kingdom. Use your sword. I cannot help you.
Find the crystals. Rescue the princess.
Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And now, get into the latest Nintendo games. Ghostbusters 2 and Iron Sword. Only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Like a ghost in the moonlight, the ninja warrior stalks his prey. unseen, unheard, and unnoticed. Mission accomplished. The final battle begins. Ninja Gaiden for Nintendo from Tecmo. Coming soon, more hard-to-beat action. Tecmo Bad News Baseball. Ultra's improved your favorite arcade game. First, we added 2 new levels, then packed it with bigger, stronger enemies, and a ton of extra foot soldiers. Next, we punched up the action with knockout new attack moves and crime-fighting scenes like the Ninja Castle. If that doesn't swell your shell, we made one more small adjustment. Introducing the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, today's biggest hit. For your NES. Free personal pan pizza coupon from Pizza Hut in every box.
The Power Glove for your Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you and the games are one. Power Glove. Everything else is child's play.
Watch Zelda become a legend on your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Zelda! After rocks!
Which way you go?
Good times!
Pee hands! Levers! Zelda! Zelda! Zelda!
The Legend of Zelda. A never-ending adventure new for your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Zelda!
Bart! Go to bed!
Sure thing, Dad.
It's Bart versus the Space Mutants for your NES.
Rumba!
Only Bart Simpson can save the Earth.
Okay, ooh!
Get the Simpsons game for your NES from Acclaim. Bart!
Beware. Something exciting is coming to video games. Gremlins 2, the new batch, the video game from Sunsoft. Help Gizmo battle the menacing gremlins. But it won't be easy. Because this game has awesome graphics that seem to come alive on the screen. Gremlins 2, the new batch from Sunsoft. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Me waste the Macho Man with Acclaim's WrestleMania for the Nintendo Entertainment System. A leg drop, an elbow smash, a body slam!
WWF WrestleMania from Acclaim!
Ooh, yeah, I want a rematch.
You've been Back to the Future at the movies. Now go there on your NES. In Back to the Future 2 and 3, a double mission to save the future. LJN Back to the Future 2 and 3. Get it while there's still time.
In a land of deadly dragons and ghostly skeletons, you are a Styanax, warrior of Rimlia on a treacherous journey to rescue Princess Rosebud from the evil wizard Blackhorn. Fight the forces of darkness with 3 magical spells, fueled by 5 mystical power sources. Master 3 special weapons through 12 exciting levels of play. A Styanax for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Live action that never ends. From Jalico.
It's here. Batman, the video game. From Sunsoft. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. Let the battle begin.
Future Nintendo game. I'm stuck in the past and I gotta get out. Quick, or we all fade away to nothing. Uh-oh, bullies. Ah, you missed. Have a mark, musclehead. I'll clean it up, Mom. I promise. This takes perfect timing. Almost. Mom? Dad? This?
Back to the Future. It's almost like being in the movie. An interactive game from LJN.
You left him for dead in Konami's Castlevania. How foolish to presume he'd perish without leaving a curse. For now, in Simon's quest for Nintendo, fate stalks your very being, and you'll need more than clues from cowardly villagers to survive when day turns into night. But just keep telling yourself it's only a video game. It's only a
rapid fire.
All right, let's fire it up.
The NES Max, only from Nintendo.
Gentlemen, start your engine! If you're looking for a crash course in excitement, welcome to Super Sprint for playing your Nintendo.
Going cars, slingshots into the lead. Watch out! Someone's blown an oil pan! The yellow fellow's in a world of hurt. He's out of control! The leader's just raised the stakes. He's out of turbo! Oh, what a finish!
Super Sprint, only from Tengen. It's not for Sunday drivers, okay? Available at Farmore and the Electronics Boutique.
A life of danger. With every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, they're giving you a number.
Top Secret Go-Go 13 by Vic Tokai for your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow.
It's Freedom Stick, it's the #1 bet. It's got no wires, it's a one to get. Arcade action is where you'll be. Yeah, Freedom Stick will set you free. No wires! It works with Sega, Nintendo too. With Atari, Commodore, it's real cool. Higher scores is what you'll see, cause Freedom Stick will set you free. No wires! Freedom Stick!
It's the flight of your life! Captain Skyhawk for your Nintendo! The only air combat game with a spy satellite view of the action. More weapons, more missions over more terrain than any other flying ace. Captain Skyhawk for your Nintendo!
Knock, the arcade smash for your Nintendo Entertainment System. Knock, with simultaneous two-player action. Knock, your Max Force taking on Mr. Big and busting his criminal empire. Knock from Acclaim. No one had the guts until now. Double Dragon 3, the ultimate in NES martial arts action continues with all new weapons, characters, and street fighting moves against the world's most awesome villains. Double Dragon 3 from Acclaim. The action keeps coming.
Ready, aim, punish. The Punisher for Nintendo. Explosive arcade action. State-of-the-art weaponry. Got the guts? The Punisher for Nintendo from LJN. Everything's a target, even you.
The challenge is ice hockey. The power is Nintendo. It's as slick as ice, as fast as fury. Throw in your shoulder, dig in your blade, blast it in, or be blown away. Ice hockey. Now you're playing with power.
With slow motion, twin turbo rapid fire, head-to-head or team play. Get Acclaim's double player system from power to move ×2.
Also das ist was ganz Neues. Da kannst du Bilder mitmachen. Du kannst was reinmalen oder reinschreiben. Plötzlich hast du eine riesen Nase. Und Effekte kannst du damit machen. Da siehst du nachher aus. Du kannst damit jonglieren. Coole Musik. Kurze Filme kannst du machen. Bilder tauschen. Geht auch. Blau, Rot, Grün und alles digital. Und gelb. Nicht nur Fotografie. Fotografie. Mit dem Printer kannst du Sticker drucken.
Fotografie. Mit der Gameboy-Kamera.
Brandneu, startfrei für das heißeste Rennen der Welt. Super Mario Kart.
Hey, Mario.
Pass auf, Schildkröte von hinten. Oh, gut gemacht. Da kämpfen Mario und Yoshi um die Spitze. Es wird gedrängelt, geschoben. Und das war's für Yoshi. Jetzt greifen die Prinzessin und Donkey Kong an. Der super Rennspaß mit Marios Freunden. Steig ein, nimm die Herausforderung an. Super Mario Kart, nur für Super Nintendo. Nintendo, I want it all. Brandneu, Mario Paint, das Super Nintendo Spielset mit einer richtigen Computermaus. Jetzt kommt deine Fantasie voll ins Spiel. Damit wirst du zum Künstler und machst deine eigenen Kunstwerke. Mit Mario Paint drehst du Trickfilme wie ein Profi. Doch damit nicht genug. Du kannst sogar deine eigene Musik komponieren. Und alles auf Video festhalten. Nur für Super Nintendo, Mario Paint. Komplett mit der tollen Computermaus. Nintendo, I want it all.
Helft mir, Wario, ich bin euer Meister. Mario ist ein Niemand.
Jetzt kommt das größte, herausforderndste Gameboy-Abenteuer aller Zeiten. Super Mario Land 2.
Die 6 Goldmünzen darf Mario nie bekommen. Das Schloss darf er nie erreichen.
Hütet euch vor Varios bösem Fluch.
Gehorcht, Wario!
Mario! Vergess Mario!
Super Mario Land 2, der neueste Top-Hit nur für den Game Boy. Nintendo, I want it all. Bleib cool. Konzentriere dich. Denn die Zukunft beginnt jetzt. Mit Super Nintendo 16-Bit-Power und immer neuen unschlagbaren Superspielen. 3D-Grafik, 360-Grad-Turns, 32.000 Farben. Nie zuvor waren die Effekte verblüffender, die Spiele heißer, die Gegner gefährlicher. Bist du gut genug für Super Nintendo? Nintendo, I want it all.
Super Nintendos neuester Hit heißt Zelda und der reißt mächtig mit. Abenteuer, Action, schwarze Magie, Drachen und Monster und Fantasy. Taucht ein in diese Zauberwelt und kämpft wie Link, der Superheld. Rettet die Prinzessin aus teuflischen Klauen, dafür müsst ihr dem Drachen die Rübe abhauen. Doch kaum denkst du, du bist am Ziel, macht ein Gruselreptil dich wieder mobil. Also zeig, was du kannst, steh deinen Mann, denn Zelda tönt dich tierisch an.
Zelda und die unschlagbaren Welthits. Nur für Super Nintendo. Nintendo.
Also das ist was ganz Neues. Da kannst du Bilder mitmachen. Du kannst was reinmalen oder reinschreiben. Plötzlich hast du eine riesen Nase. Und Effekte kannst du damit machen. Da siehst du nachher aus. Du kannst damit jonglieren. Coole Musik. Kurze Filme kannst du machen. Bilder tauschen. Geht auch. Blau, rot, grün und alles digital. Und gelb. Nicht nur Fotografie. Fotografie. Mit dem Printer kannst du Sticker drucken.
Fotografie mit der Gameboy Kamera.
Die Sensation des Jahres. Jetzt gibt es die Verbindung zwischen der Welt des Gameboy und der Welt des Super Nintendo. Super Gameboy. Du hast schon ein paar Gameboy-Spiele? Jetzt kannst du sie alle auch auf dem Super Nintendo spielen. Mit dem Super Gameboy. In Farbe, mit Stereo-Sound und auf dem großen TV-Bildschirm. Spiel deine Gameboy-Spiele auf dem Super Nintendo. Super Gameboy macht einfach mehr Spaß. Nintendo, have more fun.
Die Industrienationen treffen sich heute, um über Super Nintendo ist ein brandneues 16-Bit-Videospielsystem, das Grafiken...
Ja, Super Nintendo erobert die Welt. Die Super Nintendo 16-Bit-Technologie eröffnet hier völlig neue Dimensionen. 32.000 Farben erobern den Bildschirm. Der digitale Super Stereo Sound bläst dir um die Ohren. Und die Super 3D-Grafik bringt dich voll ins Spiel. Das neue Super Nintendo komplett mit Super Mario World. Nintendo. I want it all!
Eine Kraft, die unbeschreiblich ist. Ein Name, der spannende Abenteuer garantiert. Die Power für coole Spiele. Jeder kennt sie. The Power of N. Spiele in neuen Dimensionen. Das ist 64-Bit-Technologie. The Power of N. Action, Fun und Abenteuer. Das totale Spielerlebnis. The Power of N. Die besten Ideen für neue Spiele, Hand in Hand mit den Top-Spieleentwicklern. The Power of N. Die beliebtesten Figuren, die aufregendsten Spiele, die coolsten Tricks. The Power of N. Nintendo 64. Super Nintendo. Game Boy. Alles, was Spaß macht. The Power of Nintendo.
Na, was ist?
Wir haben es.
Was?
Den Prototypen vom neuen Nintendo Super Set.
Ja, mit 3 Wahnsinnsspielen. Hier, Tetris und Super Mario Brothers und Nintendo World Cup.
Super! Super! Klasse Live-Action für 4 Spieler.
Dann muss Nintendo 14 Millionen ausspucken.
Das gibt's doch schon überall zu kaufen.
Ja, das neue Nintendo Super Set. Die Actionwelt von Nintendo.
Das Nintendo 64 übertrifft all eure Erwartungen mit einer unglaublich realistischen 3D-Grafik und einem nie dagewesenen Spielgefühl und Spielerlebnis. Entdeckt mit dem Nintendo 64 neue Welten. Eine neue aufregende Generation von Hard- und Software erwartet euch. Das ist es, die Power von Nintendo 64. Die treibende Kraft der neuen Dimension von Videospielen, die alles bisherige in den Schatten stellt. Kein System wird in absehbarer Zeit Vergleichbares bieten können. 360-Grad-Bewegungen in jede Richtung, echte dreidimensionale Grafik in einer Qualität, die euch umhauen wird, digitaler Stereo-Sound und eine unglaubliche Spieltiefe. Und das ist längst nicht alles. Plug and Play. Einfach einschalten und los geht's. Keine lästigen Ladezeiten, der Spielspaß kann sofort beginnen. Der multifunktionale Nintendo 64 Controller mit eingebautem analog 3D-Joystick ist einfach revolutionär. Der Controller enthält noch eine weitere faszinierende Neuheit: das Nintendo 64 Controller Pack Speichermodul. Übrigens, der in die Konsole integrierte 4-Spieler-Adapter erlaubt bis zu 4 Spielern gleichzeitig zu spielen. Und jetzt heißt es festhalten: The New Dimension of Fun.
Hello, it's me, Mario.
Willkommen in der Welt von Super Mario 64, der neuen Spielesensation von Nintendo. Folge Mario in sein erstes dreidimensionales Abenteuer. Hier hast du die völlige Bewegungsfreiheit. Mit dem analogen 3D-Joystick hast du die totale Kontrolle. Bewege den Joystick ein wenig und Mario schleicht. Bewege ihn schneller und Mario fängt an zu laufen. Bis hin zum Rennen, stufenlos in jede Richtung. Auf ins Schloss, Mario. Hinter diesem Gemälde befindet sich die erste Welt. Bowser hat alle Powersterne geklaut und in den einzelnen Welten versteckt. Springe durch die verschiedenen Gemälde und hilf Mario auf seiner Suche nach den Sternen. Wen haben wir denn da? Ah, wenn das keine alten Bekannten von Mario sind? Wähle deine Kamera, bestimme jede beliebige Perspektive und verschaffe dir den totalen Überblick. Dieses Spiel hat's in sich. Einige Sterne sind streng bewacht, andere dagegen gut versteckt. Knifflige Rätsel und jede Menge spannender Abenteuer warten auf dich. Mit den Sternen öffnen sich die Türen zu den unglaublichsten Welten. jeder Welt kannst du 7 Sterne finden. Einen dieser heiß begehrten Sterne erhältst du, wenn du das Rennen gegen den Riesenpinguin gewinnst. Durch die freie Wahl der Perspektive hast du die Schneemänner immer im Blick. Im Lava-Level geht's ganz heiß her. Brenzlige Abenteuer warten auf dich. Eine der schwierigsten Aufgaben erwartet Mario im Land der Regenbogen. Schwing dich auf einen fliegenden Teppich und ab geht's in schwindelerregende Höhen. Bowsers Luftschiff wartet schon auf dich. Aus luftigen Höhen geht's ins kühle Nass. Durchsuche unter Wasser versunkene Schiffe, finde verborgene Schätze, Bowsers U-Boot und noch vieles mehr. Doch Vorsicht, manch einer hat dich zum Fressen gern. Mario hat noch jede Menge andere Überraschungen auf Lager. Suche die 3 Schalterpaläste, denn dann hast du die Möglichkeit, dich zu verwandeln. Mit den blauen Ausrufezeichenblöcken erhältst du eine Tarnkappe, denn dann kannst du durch einige Wände und sogar durch Feuer laufen. Als Metall-Mario hast du eine glänzende Rüstung an, die dich für kurze Zeit unverwundbar macht. Damit sind auch Unterwasserspaziergänge kein Problem. Hasta la vista, Baby. Und jetzt geht's wieder in die Lüfte. Frei wie ein Vogel fliegst du über die Wüste. Überwinde den Treibsand und erforsche das Innere der Pyramide. Dabei erweist du dich als echter Kletterkünstler. Pass gut auf, denn der Wächter der Pyramide hat sich sehr gut versteckt. Und das ist noch längst nicht alles. Bevor es jetzt mit Pilotwings 64 weitergeht, zeigen wir dir Bowser. Pilotwings 64 ist ein ganz besonderer Flugsimulator, mit dem du die verrücktesten Flugobjekte steuern kannst. Zum Beispiel den Drachenflieger, den Raketenrucksack oder den Gyrocopter, eine Mischung aus Flugzeug und Hubschrauber. Nehmen wir den Drachenflieger, stürze dich mit ihm in die eisige Schlucht und durchfliege dabei möglichst viele Ringe. Achte auf die Windverhältnisse und ziehe rechtzeitig nach oben. Besonders schwierig ist die perfekte Landung, für die es jedoch eine hohe Wertung gibt. Der Raketenrucksack ermöglicht eine präzise Steuerung. So kannst du sogar durch enge Tropfsteinhöhen fliegen. Der revolutionäre analog 3D-Joystick des Nintendo 64-Controllers kommt auch bei Pilotwings voll zum Einsatz. Du erlebst ein perfektes Fluggefühl und kannst die Perspektiven beliebig wählen. Sogar in die Pilotenperspektive. Der Gyrocopter braucht eine lange Start- und Landebahn. Er ist das schnellste Fluggerät und du kannst die halsbrecherischsten Manöver mit ihm ausführen. Versuche Silber oder Gold zu holen, denn dann erwarten dich ein paar außergewöhnliche Überraschungen. Du musst mit mehreren Fallschirmspringern Formationen bilden und dann sicher und gezielt landen. Versuche mit dem Jumble Hopper möglichst schnell über die Inseln zu hüpfen. Als Birdman fliegst du frei wie ein Vogel und kannst dir in Ruhe alles ansehen. Oder du gehst als menschliche Kanonenkugel in die Luft. Neben tropischen Inseln, arktischen Gebieten bietet der amerikanische Kontinent die bekanntesten Sehenswürdigkeiten, wie Mount Rushmore à la Miyamoto. Wie wär's mit einem Erinnerungsfoto vom Space Shuttle? Bei Pilotwings bekommst du dafür sogar Punkte. Schön anzusehen sind auch die Wiederholungen von deiner besonders gelungenen Landung. Pilotwings ist der vielseitigste Flugsimulator, den du je gesehen hast. Und nun zu Wave Race 64. Hast du deinen Neoprenanzug schon an? Denn jetzt stürzt du dich in die Wogen von Wave Race 64, dem total realistischen Jetski-Rennen. Du trittst im Rennmodus gegen 3 Computergegner an und musst möglichst geschickt die Bojen umfahren. Laufend wechselnde Witterungsbedingungen haben direkten Einfluss auf den Seegang und dein Fahrverhalten. Die Wellenhöhe, Windrichtung und Stärke variieren ständig. So wird jede Runde anders. Je besser deine Platzierung, umso mehr Punkte bekommst du. Dadurch kannst du dich für die nächste Runde qualifizieren. Nutze den hohen Wellengang bei dieser stürmischen See zu deinem Vorteil. Doch aufgepasst, jeder deiner Fehler wird gnadenlos ausgenutzt. Jeder Fahrer besitzt unterschiedliche Qualitäten, die du individuell einstellen kannst. Achte immer auf die Position deiner Konkurrenten. Über diesem See liegt dichter Nebel. Im Laufe des Rennens lichtet sich der Nebel und die Bäume spiegeln sich auf der glatten Wasseroberfläche. Rase durch die Kanäle der Großstadt. Die Neonpfeile und beleuchteten Bojen zeigen dir die kürzeste Strecke durch den Tunnel und über die vielen Sprungschanzen. Jede Rennstrecke wird besonders angekündigt.
Welcome to Sunset Bay.
Start your engine.
Wenn du im richtigen Moment Gas gibst, legst du einen super Start hin. In der Abenddämmerung schimmert das Wasser rot und die tiefstehende Sonne blendet dich. Die Fahrt durch den Hafen ist eine der schwierigsten und anspruchsvollsten Aufgaben im gesamten Spiel. Im Tunnel verändert sich sogar das Geräusch des Motors durch den Hall. Eine aufgewühlte See und enge, kurvenreiche Passagen erfordern waghalsige Überholmanöver. Rempeleien sind hier an der Tagesordnung. Jetzt ist es ist an der Zeit, dein Können im Stunt-Modus unter Beweis zu stellen. Mit dem analogen 3D-Joystick kannst du die verrücktesten Stunts und Manöver ausführen. Um den Highscore zu schlagen, musst du spektakuläre Sprünge durchführen und dabei möglichst viele Ringe durchfahren. Auch hier machen sich die unterschiedlichen Eigenschaften der Fahrer bemerkbar. Das ist der Auswahlbildschirm für den Zweispieler-Modus. Hier kannst du dir mit einem Freund die heißesten Kopf-an-Kopf-Rennen liefern. Und jetzt noch ein paar Highlights. Das war Wave Race 64.
You're the champion! Congratulations!
Übrigens, alle 3 Spiele gibt's mit deutschem Bildschirmtext. Und nicht nur diese.
Okay, und jetzt zu dem Teil, der wohl am meisten interessiert. Wo, wann und wie kann ich das Nintendo 64 bekommen? Eigentlich ganz einfach. Ab dem 2. Januar 97 beginnt die Vorverkaufsaktion beim Nintendo-Händler. Den Nintendo 64 Bestellcoupon gibt's entweder im Geschäft oder im Nintendo 64 Sonderheft, das überall ausliegt. Mit dem Coupon könnt ihr euch ein Nintendo 64 sichern und ab März 97 euer eigen nennen. Auf beiden Couponvordrucken Name, Vorname, Adresse und Telefonnummer ausfüllen und damit ab 2. Januar 1997 zum Nintendo-Händler gehen. Ausgefüllten Bestellcoupon beim Nintendo-Händler abgeben, 64 Mark anzahlen und den Anzahlungsbeleg vom Händler abstempeln und unterschreiben lassen. Anzahlungscoupon und Kassenbon unbedingt aufheben. Ab 1. März 97 treffen die Nintendo 64-Konsolen und Software beim Nintendo-Händler ein. Sobald die brandneue Nintendo 64-Konsole bereit liegt, informiert der Händler telefonisch. Bitte beachten, dass anfangs nur limitierte Mengen zur Verfügung stehen. Eine frühe Vorbestellung hat eine entsprechend frühe Auslieferung zur Folge. Nach Benachrichtigung durch den Händler den abgestempelten Anzahlungscoupon und den Kassenbon über 64 Mark beim Nintendo-Händler vorlegen und den Restbetrag bezahlen. Und dann ist man mit Sicherheit einer der ersten stolzen Nintendo 64-Besitzer. Nintendo 64, the new dimension of fun.
Bauch auf und zwing sie in die Knie. Sei wachsam, sei siegreich. Star Wars Rebel Strike. Jetzt im Handel nur für...
Mit 2 Fahrern und verdoppelter Feuerkraft hast du jetzt doppelt so viel Spaß. Mario Kart Double Dash. Nur für Nintendo GameCube.
Nintendo GameCube für nur 99,99 unverbindliche Preisempfehlung.
Tauche ein in das größte Abenteuer aller Zeiten. Über 100 neue Pokémon und spannende 2 gegen 2 Kämpfe. Pokémon Rubin und Pokémon Saphir. Nur für deinen Game Boy Advance. Tauche ein in das größte Abenteuer aller Zeiten. Über 100 neue Pokémon und spannende 2 gegen 2 Kämpfe. Pokémon Rubin und Pokémon Saphir. Nur für deinen Game Boy Advance. Lass deine Pokémon jetzt auch auf dem Fernseher kämpfen. Mit dem neuen Game Boy Player für Nintendo GameCube.
Außer Haus und außer Kontrolle. Die Sims brechen aus. Viele Extras. Nur auf Nintendo.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Ab 11. März. Exklusiv für Nintendo GameCube.
Hey, in Paper Mario 2 kann ich mich in ein Papierschiffchen verwandeln. Lass uns Rennen fahren mit all meinen Freunden. Woohoo! Platinum, Gamecube und Mario Kart Double Dash gibt's jetzt für 99 €. Unverbindliche Preisempfehlung. Spiel mit Mario!
Schrumpfe und wachse über dich hinaus. Erlebe ein gigantisches Abenteuer in The Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap. Jetzt auch im exklusiven Zelda Limited Edition.
Heute in den Super Mario News. Mario Golf Advance Tour. Komm mit, wenn ich mit meinen Freunden den Golfschläger schwinge. Super Mario Ball. Völlig ausgeflippt. Hier läufst du nicht, hier rollst du. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Rette die Mini-Marios aus den Klauen Donkey Kongs. Mamma Mia. Spiel mit Mario.
Nintendo DS mit Touch Control. Jetzt mit Metroid Prime Hunters First Hunt.
Wenn Mario Tennis spielt, kann das nur ein Hammer-Spaß werden. Mario Power Tennis. Nur für Nintendo.
Rio, London, Shanghai. Mit der Nintendo Wi-Fi Connection wird die ganze Welt zur Rennstrecke. Die Nintendo Wi-Fi Connection für Mario Kart DS gibt's jetzt auch im rasanten Pack.
Warum gibt es beim Fußball eigentlich so viele Regeln? Ohne macht so viel mehr Spaß. Mario Smash Football gibt's jetzt auch im limitierten Pack für Bombenstimmung im Wohnzimmer. Nur für Nintendo GameCube. Irgendwo da draußen warten neue Abenteuer auf dich. Größer als je zuvor und stärker denn je. Schnapp dir die legendären Pokémon und erlebe dein allergrößtes Abenteuer in Pokémon Smaragd. Nur für Game Boy.
Mann, das ist ja schon ewig her. Schatz, das ist mein Kumpel Ben. Wir waren zusammen in der Schule.
Also, und das sind,
Sind Sie vergesslich? Jetzt können Sie etwas dagegen unternehmen. Mit nur ein paar einfachen Übungen täglich können Sie Ihrem Gehirn dabei helfen, fit zu bleiben. Dr. Kawashimas Gehirnjogging. Wie fit ist Ihr Gehirn? Nur für Nintendo DS.
This must be heaven. The new Nintendo DS Lite.
Hab ich dich. Oh. Ja, ja. Und weiter. Ah, nein.
Essen!
Ich komm. Gleich nur noch 2 Minuten.
Yoshi ist zurück. Zusammen mit 5 Powerbabys will er diesmal seine Insel retten. Hilf ihm dabei. Yoshi's Island DS. Nur für Nintendo DS.
Strahlend blauer Himmel erinnert mich immer an Animal Crossing. Ich gieße Blumen, entspanne mich in meinem Lieblingscafé oder gehe shoppen. Das Leben ist schön in Animal Crossing Wild World.
Hey! Ui! Super! Ja, spring! Ja! Oh! Nein!
Yoshi ist zurück. Zusammen mit 5 Powerbabys und ihren Superkräften will Yoshi seine Insel retten. Hilf ihm dabei, das Abenteuer zu bestehen. Yoshi's Island DS. Nur für Nintendo DS.
Sprechen Sie auch gutes Englisch?
Ja.
Would you sell business secrets?
Yes.
Pardon? Could you say that again?
Hören und schreiben Sie über 1000 Redewendungen und steigern Sie somit ein paar Minuten täglich Ihre Englischkenntnisse. English Training, nur für Nintendo DS.
Darf ich jetzt mein Sieger DS-Spiel wieder haben?
Gleich.
Wann ist gleich?
Hol dir doch ein Eis. Ich will doch nur spielen.
Hey, das ist mein Text.
Endlich für unterwegs. Die Siedler, jetzt für Nintendo DS.
Verbringen Sie ein bisschen Zeit mit Ihrem Kopf. Dr. Kawashimas Gehirnjogging und jetzt auch Dr. Kawashima mehr Gehirnjogging mit vielen brandneuen Übungen. Nur für Nintendo. Verbringen Sie ein bisschen Zeit mit Ihrem Kopf. Dr. Kawashimas Gehirnjogging und jetzt auch Dr. Kawashima mehr Gehirnjogging mit vielen brandneuen Übungen. Nur für Nintendo DS.
Kann ich noch besser. Und los. 3 €. Tada. 8, 6. Komm schon.
Dr. Kawashima mehr Gehirnjogging. Nur für Nintendo DS.
24.
Was kochen wir denn am nächsten Mädelsabend?
Könnten ja mal Sushi machen.
Wie macht man eigentlich Sushi?
Rollen Sie den Reis um die Nori-Rolle herum.
Mehr Infos?
Kochen Sie mit dem Nintendo DS Chefkoch bis zu 250 leckere Gerichte. Jeder kann kochen mit Kochkurs. Nur für Nintendo DS.
Dieser Sumpf scheint weit weg von Ihrem sicheren, gemütlichen Wohnzimmer. Dachten Sie, doch mit PlayStation bedrohen die gleichen Gefahren Ihr kuscheliges, trautes Heim. Schauen Sie, das war Papa, Mama und der kleine Karl. So denkt daran, Leute, unterschätzt niemals die Power von PlayStation. Bürger von Europa, Ihre Kinder experimentieren mit PlayStation? Sie kennen die Warnzeichen? Richtig. Der offene Knopf. Kein Zweifel, dieser Mensch hat sich nicht mehr unter Kontrolle. Er ist verfallen im Spiel Battle Arena Toshinden. Aus Sicherheitsgründen nur ein paar Sekunden davon. Unterschätzt niemals die Power von PlayStation.
Mama, ich bleibe immer bei dir.
No way. Nur was richtig cool ist, verdient bei uns Platin. PlayStation Platinum, our greatest hits. Jedes Spiel für nur 49,95 Mark. Unverbindliche Preisempfehlung. Sony PlayStation. It's not a game.
Hey, Lady! Mach schon den Gas! Du machst mich hier draußen ja fertig!
Jetmotor 2, mehr Spuren, mehr Kontrolle, höhere Geschwindigkeit. Nutzen Sie es aus.
Und mach den Blinker aus!
Los, ganz mal.
Wenn dir das neue Ridge Racer Revolution zu schnell ist, dann spiel doch hier mit. Sony PlayStation. It's not a game. CD-ROM-Technologie, Echtzeit 3D-Grafik, über 80 Videospiele. Sony PlayStation jetzt für nur 399 Mark unverbindliche Preisempfehlung. Das ist kein Witz.
After a short vacation, Crash is back.
Hey! She did it! I told her not to put that in there.
PlayStation.
Step through, sir.
That's odd.
Empty out your pockets.
Huh.
Are you wearing a watch?
Oh, for goodness sake. Every time I come here.
After a short vacation, Crash is back. And this time, he's ready for just about anything.
I am not comfortable with this. Whoa! Hello!
PlayStation.
Spyro's back. Can you take the heat? Rated E for everyone.
PlayStation.
Here we go, kids! Terrence Turtle is my name! Turtle dancing, that's my game. Come on, kids! Everybody do the turtle dance!
Not having a good time? Play the Rugrats video game instead, with characters like Tommy, Chucky, even Angelica. Rugrats, search for Reptar. It's a 3D adventure, and it's only on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Weißt du, was mich am menschlichen Fortschritt nervt? Ich bin nie der Mensch gewesen, um den es dabei geht. Du etwa? Die Menschheit ist zum Mond geflogen. Ich weiß nicht mal, wo Castrop Rauxi liegt. Scheiß auf den Fortschritt der anderen. Lande auf deinem eigenen Mond. Wen interessiert's, was andere für dich erreichen? Wichtig ist nur, was du selbst erlebst. Das ist dein geistiger Reichtum.
Kann Ihre Fernbedienung das auch? Die neue Wiimote, Nintendo Wii.
Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam für Nintendo Wii. 100% pures Adrenalin mit dem Skateboard auf dem rasanten Weg vom Start hinab ins Ziel. Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam auch für Nintendo DS und Game Boy Advance.
7 Weihnachten.
Kann Ihre Fernbedienung das auch? Die neue Wiimote, Nintendo.
Pro7 und Nintendo verlosen die Revolution der Spielkonsole. Die neue Nintendo Wii. Erlebe Videogames in einer neuen Dimension. Jetzt auf games.pro7.de.
The Legend of Zelda. Twilight Princess.
Wii Play. 9 Spiele zum Warmwerden. Und eine Wiimote inklusive. Nintendo Wii, inklusive Wii Sports. Das Schicksal liegt in deiner Hand. Red Steel, exklusiv für Wackeln, rütteln und abzappeln. Ohne Ende. WarioWare Smooth Moves. Exklusiv.
Wir nehmen den Mario. Okay, wir nehmen Luigi.
Komm, die machen wir fertig. Auf geht's. Schieß, komm! Süßes Foul, ey. Aufpassen. Und drauf, supergeil. Oh. Der Mega-Strike. Die halte ich. Ja!
Alles andere als lahm. Mario Strikers Charged. Nur für Wii.
Hallo? Wir sind jetzt schon online.
Ey Jungs, die Mädels wollen ein Match.
Ach, die haben doch eh keine Chance.
Nein, da musst du hingehen.
Alles andere als lahm.
Das gibt's doch nicht. Gegen die Mädels.
Mario Strikers Charged. Nur für...
Da links. Spring. Super.
Oh, halt, stopp. Genial.
Springen, rennen, Rollen tauschen. Super Paper Mario. Nur für Wii.
Der Pro7 Entertainment-Tipp. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Die legendäre Geschichte von Metroid Prime geht in die finale Runde auf deiner Wii. Morphen, beamen und Welten retten. Mach dich bereit für ein intergalaktisches Abenteuer. Mehr Infos gibt's auf 7games.de. Der Pro7 Entertainment-Tipp.
Sport mit Nintendo. Wii Sports. Nur für... Wie sportlich ist eigentlich Ihre Fernbedienung? Sport mit Nintendo. Wii Sports. Nur für Wii. Super Mario Galaxy. Ab Freitag, 16. November. Super Mario Galaxy. Nur für... Hey, ich bin dran. Diesmal schaffe ich's. Ja! Super Mario Galaxy. Nur
2008 naht. Zeit, die Strandfigur zu trainieren. Warum nicht mit den Wrestling-Superstars in SmackDown vs. Raw 2008? Stellen Sie das Sixpack kalt und starten Sie die Action. SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Wie werden Sie spielen?
Auf die Plätze, fertig! Zwei der bekanntesten Videospielhelden im bedeutendsten Sportereignis der Welt. Lasst den Spaß und die Spiele beginnen! Mario und Sonic bei den Olympischen Spielen. Ab Freitag.
Wir lieben Technik und hassen teuer. Das Wii Sports Pack, Konsole, Controller und 5 Sportgames mit dem brandneuen Kultspiel Super Mario Galaxy und cooler Wii-Tasche. Zusammen für 298 €. Saturn.
Erlebe über 50 abgefahrene Partygames mit bis zu 4 Spielern. Rayman Raving Rabbids 2. Jetzt für Nintendo Wii und DS.
Das ist das Wii Balance Board für Wii Fit. Wii Fit ist Spielspaß, Körperbalance. Ihr Personal Trainer für die ganze Familie. Entdecken Sie Wii Fit. Nur für Wii.
Kampf der Giganten. Ab 27. Juni. Mach dich bereit. Trainiere, wie man läuft, springt, eine linke Gerade schlägt und eine Smash-Attacke ausführt. Jetzt wird gespielt. Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Peggy 16.
Yeah! I love these boost rings. Rings! Nom 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 nom. Can't slow Sonic down.
Take me there. I'm afraid I don't have time to dance too long. A friend is waiting for me.
Time's almost up. Bayonetta, you better start creating miracles.
Black hole! Mega laser!
You don't have to prove anything to me, Lady Palutena.
Looks like angels only talk big.
Many worthy foes have gathered here. And I won't hold back on anyone.
方をお迎えする器が今我が元に。
地球を失ってそれでこんな星まで来たのに殲滅するのさ。それが私たちブロースっていう。
もしかしたら宇宙から消え去った方がいいのかもしれない。私らとお前らは共存なんてできないんだ。
Hey, it's time to watch some baseball.
Okay.
And a runner on second. Hernandez is on the mound, and here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Hernandez throws a 3-2 pitch.
Hey, you like Lego City? You should come check this out.
I've just updated your communicator's scanning software. Use it to have a look around from the restaurant's rooftop, and it'll show up anyone nearby who might be a robber.
Reach up. Tell me who you're working for.
I can't tell you. He'll take me apart.
Why was that even there?
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
Chase McCain.
Chase McCain? You're a legend!
Nintendo Switch.
Hero of Hyrule, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. You have shown unflinching bravery and skill in the face of darkness and adversity, and have proven yourself worthy of the blessings of the goddess Hylia. Whether skyward bound, adrift in time, or steeped in the glowing embers of twilight, the sacred blade is forever bound to the soul of the hero. We pray for your protection, and we hope that the two of you will grow stronger together as one. Forged in the long distant past, the sword
Gee, this is uplifting. She's making it sound like we already lost.
Wasn't this your idea? You're the one who wanted to designate the appointed knight with all the ceremonial pomp, grandeur, and nonsense we could muster. And if you ask me, the whole thing does seem to be overkill. I think I'm on the same page as the princess regarding this boy.
Oh, give it a rest. That boy is a living reminder of her own failures. Well, at least that's how the princess sees him.
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky. Yet I have made an art of creating an updraft that allows me to soar. It's considered to be quite the masterpiece of aerial techniques, even among the Rito. With proper utilization of my superior skills, I see no reason why we couldn't easily dispense with Ganon. Now then, my ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito. Yet despite these truths, it seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword on your back. I mean, it's just asinine. Unless you think you can prove me wrong? Maybe we should just settle this one-on-one. But where? Oh, I know. How about up there? Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own.
here, we'll make our way to Goron City. Then, we'll need some adjustments on that divine beast so Daru can manage it as easily as possible. He's figured out how to get it to move. However, it's apparent that we still have much more to learn. But to think that divine beast was actually built by people. That means we should be able to understand how it works and how to use it to our advantage. These divine beasts, so much we don't know. But if we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope. Tell me the truth. How proficient are you right now wielding that sword on your back? Legend says that an ancient voice resonates inside it. Can you hear it yet, hero?
Yeah! I think I'm finally getting the hang of controlling this divine beast. I tell you what, sure is a blast piloting a toy like this around. Let those other champions know. They better eat their gravel if they want to keep up with Daru. Speaking of which, can you believe this view? Just look at all those delectable rocks sprinkled on those mountains. Mighty tasty. I may not know a whole lot about this Calamity Ganon thing, but mark my words, I'll protect this land of ours to the death. Right, little guys? Hey, by the way, congrats on becoming the princess's appointed knight. That's a really big deal, protecting the king's daughter. No pressure. Seriously, though, the princess is a strong personality. So strong, she can't quite see the range for the peaks. Remember that, and you'll be fine. Huh? What the? All right, so what was I saying? That was a little strange. As far as I know, Death Mountain has been quiet for decades. But if the mountain is shivering enough to send down a bunch of boulders that size, then never mind. Forget I said anything.
Nothing. Just as I thought. It appears that this structure was designed to be exclusively accessed by the sword's chosen one. But designs can always be worked around. At least I hope. How do I get inside? I need to activate it somehow. I thought I made it clear that I'm not in need of an escort. It seems I'm the only one with a mind of my own. I, the person in question, am fine, regardless of the king's orders. Return to the castle and tell that to my father, please. And stop following me!
Ah, well, you certainly got here fast. I should have expected as much, from the princess's own appointed knight. She was out on a survey all day today. Still as the sands now. So, Spill it, boy. Have the two of you been getting along all right? It's okay, I know. Your silence speaks volumes. She gets frustrated every time she looks up and sees you carrying that sword on your back. It makes her feel like a failure when it comes to her own destiny. Don't worry, it's not like you carry blame in any of this. It's unfortunate. She's put in more than enough time. Ever since she was a young girl, she's gone through rigorous daily routines to show her dedication. She once passed out in the freezing waters trying to access this sealing power. And she has nothing to show for it. That's the motivation driving her research. I'd be doing the same thing. She really is quite special. You be sure to protect her with your life. It's quite the honor. The night brings a chill. It's probably time we take her in. Or...
Urbosa! What was that? Did you feel that? Wait, what? How did you... What are you doing here? What's so funny? That cut doesn't look too bad, actually. You're fine for now. But you know, there's a fine line between courage and recklessness. As brave as you are, that does not make you immortal. It seems that not only is the frequency of these types of attacks on the rise, but the scale of beasts we are facing is intensifying as well. I fear that this is an omen which portends the return of Calamity Ganon. And, if that's the case, I'm ready to expect the worst. We'll need to make preparations as soon as possible. There's one. Oh, and another. The flowers we have in Hyrule aren't just beautiful. They're also quite useful as ingredients for a variety of things. This one here is called the Silent Princess. It's a rare, endangered species. Despite our efforts, we can't get them to grow domestically yet. The princess can only thrive out here, in the wild. All that we can hope is that the species will be strong enough to prosper on its own. Is that what I think it is? Look at this! I don't believe it, but I actually caught one! This delicacy is known to have very, very potent effects under the proper circumstances. Ta-da! Research from the castle shows ingesting one of these can actually augment certain abilities. We wouldn't be in a controlled environment out here, but with your level of physical fitness, you'd be a perfect candidate for the study. Go on. Taste it.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child. Always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
I doubt this will let up anytime soon. Your path seems to mirror your father's. You've dedicated yourself to becoming a knight as well. Your commitment to the training necessary to fulfill your goal is really quite admirable. I see now why you would be the chosen one. What if one day you realized that you just weren't meant to be a fighter? Yet the only thing people ever said was that you were born into a family of the Royal Guard, and so no matter what you thought, you had to become a knight. If that was the only thing you were ever told, I wonder then, would you have chosen a different path? Incredible. We're at a point now where we can actually control them. At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts. And should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
What are you doing out here, Zelda?
I was assessing the results of the experiment with the Guardians. These pieces of ancient technology could be quite useful against the—
I know that. They are essential to Hyrule's future, and our research demands that we keep a close eye on them. However, as the princess, you currently have a crucial unfulfilled responsibility to your kingdom. Let me ask you once more, when will you stop treating this as some sort of childish game?
I'm doing everything I can. I'll have you know that I just recently returned from the Spring of Courage, where I offered every ounce of my prayers to the goddess.
And now you are here wasting your time. You need to be dedicating every moment you have to your training. You must be single-minded in unlocking the power that will seal Calamity Ganon away.
I already am. Don't you see? There's nothing more I can do. My hope is that you'll allow me to contribute here in whatever way I can.
No more excuses, Zelda. Stop running away from your duty. As the king, I forbid you to have anything to do with these machines from this moment on, and command you to focus on your training. Do you know how the gossip mongers refer to you? They are out there at this moment, whispering amongst themselves that you are the heir to a throne of nothing. Nothing but failure. It is woven into your destiny that you prove them wrong. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. I come seeking help regarding this power that has been handed down over time. Prayer will awaken my power to seal Ganon away. Or so I've been told all my life. And yet, Grandmother heard them, the voices from the spirit realm, and Mother said her own power would develop within me. But I don't hear or feel anything. Father has told me time and time again. He always says, quit wasting your time playing at being a scholar. Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to praying. I've pleaded to the spirits tied to the ancient gods. And still the holy powers have proven deaf to my devotion. Please, just tell me. What is it? What's wrong with me? Be sure to take the time to soothe your mount. That's the only way it will know how you truly feel. Your advice was quite helpful, thank you. And this little one and I are getting along quite well now. At first, I wasn't sure if I should outfit him with all of the royal gear. I thought maybe he should have to earn it first. But it works. He wears it like a true natural. I'm trying to be a bit more empathetic. Benefit of the doubt, you know? See that mountain? That's Mount Lanayru. It takes its name from the goddess of wisdom. Lanayru's decree is very specific. It says no one is allowed under the age of 17. For only the wise are permitted a place upon the mountain. I've prayed at the Spring of Courage and at the Spring of Power, yet neither awoke anything inside me. But maybe up there. Perhaps the Spring of Wisdom, the final of the three, will be the one. To be honest, I have no real reason to think that will be the case. But there's always the chance that the next moment will change everything. Tomorrow is my 17th birthday. So then I shall go and make my way up the mountain.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. How'd everything go up there on the mountain?
So you didn't feel anything? No power at all?
I'm sorry, no.
Then let's move on. You've done all you could. Feeling sorry for yourself won't be of any help. After all, it's not like your last shot was up there on Mount Lanayru. Anything could finally spark the power to seal Ganon away. We just have to keep looking for that thing.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
If I may, I thought you... Well, I'm not sure how to put this into words. I'm actually quite embarrassed to say it. But I was thinking about what I do when I'm healing. You know, what usually goes through my mind. It helps when I think about.
It's here.
This is it, then.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's awake. Ganon.
Let's stop wasting time. We're gonna need everything we got to take that thing down. Now, champions, to your divine beasts, show that swirling swine who's boss. Link will need to meet Ganon head-on when we attack. This needs to be a unified assault. Little guy, you get to Hyrule Castle. You can count on us for support, but it's up to you to pound Ganon into oblivion.
Come, we should go. We need to get you someplace safe.
No. I'm not a child anymore. I may not be much use on the battlefield. But there must be something I can do to help. How did it come to this? The divine beasts, the guardians, they've all turned against us. It was Calamity Ganon. It turned them all against us. And everyone, Mipha, Urbosa, Rivali and Daruk, they're all trapped inside those things. It's all my fault. Our only hope for defeating Ganon is lost, all because I couldn't harness this cursed power. Everything I've done up until now, it was all for nothing. So I really am just a failure. All my friends, the entire kingdom, my father most of all. I tried and I failed them all. I left them all to die. Save yourself. Go. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Run! Was that the power? Huh? No! Link, get up! You're going to be just fine. The sword. So he can He can still be saved.
Princess!
Princess, are you alright?
Take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If you don't get him there immediately, we are going to lose him forever. Is that clear? So make haste and go. His life is now in your hands. Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Deku Tree, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him I...
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.